I'm Dorothy Godin, broker with Remax Crown Realty here in Sudbury, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts. Let's talk about being on the market longer than the average days on the market. So I would say average days on the market right now is probably about 20 days. On properties that are well priced, we're seeing, 7 to 10 days on the market. So what happens when you're on the market and you're pushing 30 days on the market and nothing's happening? There is no tragedy in reducing your price. Sellers often think, what are buyers going to think? It's a failure. This is horrible. It's not. You set a price at the beginning and you're trying to guess where the market is going to be with your property. And it's only once you're on the market when we can see how many realtors look at it, how many people on realtor.ca look at it, how many potential buyers got it as an automatic email. We can look at all those numbers. And if your numbers are great and you're not getting showings and you don't get an offer within the time period that you thought you would get an offer, then clearly you've not aligned your price. It's not a tragedy. It's kind of how the process works. And strategically speaking, you've been on the market 2 weeks and nothing's happening, your price is not aligned, let's make a reduction. And as I say, there is no stigma to that. Buyers have the same research that sellers have. And so they're not going to look at a price reduction and think, oh, there's something wrong here. They're going to think that's a seller who understands the market and is going with the flow of the market and adjusting their price to align to the market. And this is a good thing and it looks good for buyers. So if you've been on the market, I know that it's disappointing to not get the number that you wanted, but the market is what the market is, and you're not going to change it. And if you don't align with the market, then you're just going to lose out, and you will be on the market longer than you have to be. And that's when the stigma comes in if you've been on the market too long. So do listen to your realtor. Look at those numbers. I do every Thursday. I do numbers for my people where we can see, as I say, how many realtors looked at it, how many potential buyers got it as an automatic, and we can see how many people in the public system look at it. All those numbers are easily available to all the realtors in your area. So in Sudbury, in the last 7 days, there were 43 price reductions, and they come up on our hot sheets as a realtor. We see it. When you make a price reduction, let's say you reduce by $5,000, it puts you in a different bracket usually, and new buyers will get your listing that never saw it when you first got it listed. So the interesting thing at those 43 price reductions that we had in the last seven days, they on average have been on the market for 44 days, and that's too long. You need to make a price reduction. I would say you need to make a price reduction after 2 weeks. If in 2 weeks you're not getting the attention that you should be getting, clearly you've not aligned your price. And I know this, it sounds really brutal, but think of it this way: is that it's a simple strategy. It's not rocket science, right? If you're on the market, you're not getting what you want, your price is not aligned. Let's align your price. There is no stigma. There is no tragedy. It's just how the system works, and it's a strategic point that you need to grasp. You need to reduce that price so that you are aligned with the market and you do get an offer. So I hope you find this helpful. I know it's not always easy being on the market when the market is not kind to you and your property, but there is a way and there is a solution. As always, you can reach me at Dorothy Godin at remax.net or 705-561-2360. I hope you're enjoying some of this summer weather.